What's up, good people? How you doing today? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. As you can see, I'm back in the studio. Hey, today we're going to talk about why I'm buying more Bitcoin aggressively. And we're also going to talk about a new hot stock that is kind of a slow news, but I think there's room for a lot of growth. That and more. Let's go. So let's get right into, let's go to Bitcoin first, and then we'll talk about the new stock. Bitcoin. Those of you that's been watching the news, we know that Elon Musk, Mr. Tesla, infused $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, right? And so here's what's happening. I was really thinking about this, and I've been doing a deep dive into what's going on in the general market of Bitcoin overall. More and more institutions are buying. And of course, there's a lot of rumors at this point, it's rumors that someone like Apple might be the next big whale to buy Bitcoin. And I think it's something that actually could happen, and here's why. Think about this. This is why Tesla is going to allow you right now to buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. So if two guys go in and buy two Model S's with Bitcoin, one pays cash and one pays Bitcoin, rather. One pays cash, one pays Bitcoin. A year from that purchase, the one that paid with cash, the cash will be worth less because the value of the dollar goes down. You guys see where I'm going with this. The one that pays with Bitcoin, the value is most likely going to be higher. So it's actually smarter for these institutions to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. Okay. And they're not held to the same regulations, right? And so that's why I think Bitcoin is going to grow. And I could actually clearly see someone like Apple getting into Bitcoin, which is going to run the price up high, right? So for those of you that know me, I had some Bitcoin plays, but it was through our securities, right? I did a Mara, M-A-R-A. I did Riot, R-I-O-T. And early this morning, I bought some BT, and I'm up handsomely on it, right? Those are traded through regular platforms, and these are U.S. regulated. So you can write these off. But I do know, because a lot of people were contacting me when I mentioned Bitcoin, that if you really truly want to profit off of Bitcoin, you need a Coinbase app. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a link below that will actually, you guys could go use that link, and I will, of course, I want to be upfront. If you buy more than $100 worth of Bitcoin, you get an extra $10. Plus, they have tutorials there on the Coinbase app. If you watch the tutorial, they reward you as much as $50 sometimes, but they reward you with additional Bitcoin by watching the tutorials. So they're teaching you how to use it, and they're rewarding you with it. And of course, I get a $10 kick when you make it. Just want to be straight with y'all. I got to eat too, fam. But I am definitely going to buy Bitcoin both ways, through the app and continue through my regular trading platforms. But I'm really going to go more towards the app. Bitcoin has ran up very nicely so far, but I think we're just scratching the surface. I think Bitcoin is going to be huge, and I'm moving more of my positions towards Bitcoin. I used to be Bitcoin 10%. I'm going to bump that up to 20% now. So I'm doubling down, top 20% of my entire portfolio. So guys, here's something I want you to look at really quick. Just yesterday, I shared with you guys, I took a penny stock portfolio. This is my smallest portfolio that I grew up to $8,000 in penny stock. And in that portfolio, I just had Mara, Riot, and some ETHE, all right, Ethereum. I only had a little of that. So it grew from that to, I'm going to show you what I showed you guys yesterday, this, and look at the number. Here we are 24 hours later, and now it's this, without putting any extra money in. Bitcoin is the future. So I just want you to know that about Bitcoin. For those of you that are looking to really expand into Bitcoin, make sure you click the link below and make sure you buy a minimum of $100 worth. And I think you're going to be happy. I'm very bullish on it. Remember, Mara hit like $38. I bought it for $4.50. I mean, it's exploding, all right? But I'm going to really get into the Coinbase app so I can really start storing money away, and so I can make some huge gains, because we haven't scratched the surface of where Bitcoin is going. All right. I have to say this. I do on every one. I'm not your financial advisor. Before you make any financial decisions, you must first do your own research and consult with your financial advisor, to which I am not. Then, on top of that, if you see any correspondence down below, I will never post a phone number. I never talk about a broker, and I never do WhatsApp. It's spam. Just click on the icon of whoever is seeing it. And if you see they got 5 subscribers, it's not me. Clearly, you see how many subscribers I got. All right, let's keep it moving. The second stock I want to talk about is ticker symbol VERU. VERU. All right. They made a name in their biotech company, and they made a name in breast cancer. So they have a treatment with breast cancer, and it's up about 47% today. I am owning this stock for a couple of reasons. One is personal to me. I lost my mom to breast cancer, so I want to kick cancer back in the butt. So I bought some pre-market, and it's doing very nicely today, up 47%. And how can you beat that? And so I'm going to hold this long, and it might do a little drawback, but here's why there's a potential for it to run. It actually performs well with COVID, the severe cases. I'm going to play this short clip. He interviewed with Kramer. I'm going to play the short clip and then Crip. See there, Snoop Dogg. I'm talking about Crips. But anyway, I'm going to play this short clip, and we'll discuss it right after.
Sir, I know your company is an oncology company. I've known it pretty much from day one. So when I understood that you had something that's a COVID-19 treatment, I was thinking, is this just some sort of wonder drug you have? Because right now, the treatment for, you should tell us, acute respiratory distress syndrome is like nothing.
And we kept it low key because even though the preclinical work, the work in looking at an antivirus made sense, and looking at the inflammatory response, we actually looked preclinically to see if we had an effect on that, and we did. But at the end of the day, it's what happens in humans. And we went right into the lion's den. We said the way to show this is to take patients that are ill with severe COVID-19.
Patients who have been dying, basically, right? I mean, this is the end of the line
Some are
for
on
a
the
lot of people.
ventilator. Absolutely. Some are on the ventilator. They're on oxygen. They're what we call WHO 5 severity, which is very, very high. And they're on oxygen. They're in the hospital. And we were able to, show some really hard endpoints. So, for example, a hard endpoint is death. And so we showed a reduction in death of 30% reduction in death from 30% in the placebo arm to 5.3% in the treatment arm.
Okay, there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth, So I believe that it's a long play for me. And now, for those of you that didn't get into the Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson plays for the COVID, I mean, I bought Moderna when it was like $35, I believe. And now look at it today. And so if you missed that move, this is one of the moves that you could make to be in that COVID play. You can, and it's at a sweet price right now where you can buy it. If this really is proven factual and it passes the final stage, this stock will take off like a rocket, and especially at this price point. So I'm very bullish on both of these. But Bitcoin is here. More and more bigger institutions are going to get it. Banks are buying it, lending institutions. It's not going away. All right. It's actually just getting bigger. So for those of you that don't feel safe, you could still trade it, do tomorrow. All of the plays that I have now are Bitcoin mining companies. All right. And then you have the Grayscale that you can look up. But if you really truly want to get into serious Bitcoin, then click the link below and download the Coinbase app. Watch the tutorials and they will reward you for watching the tutorials. Okay? Well, that was it. I want to make this one right to the point. Hopefully this helps you guys make some money. We will see you next time. Love all of you guys. Live, laugh, and see there, I haven't said it in a while. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace. I love you guys. Love one another.